station, 98.1 FM and AM 1220.
Come on! 8:41 on this Tuesday, October 1st, this beautiful day. And it is most fitting that I have the most beautiful guest in studio right now. Yesenia is back. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you. It's so good to be back, Tori.
It is so much fun to have you in studio. We sort of got a little bit codependent on you here at the station because you had a big event a couple of months ago, and we were promoting the event, and you were by quite often, and we would just grab you and constantly ask you, what's going on? What's happening?
Right.
What's the energy like? What's going on? And everyone here at the studio would just, you were being tugged in different directions.
I loved it too.
And we had so much fun, and your event that happened was so incredibly beautiful. I wish everybody was there, but it was you can't have massive amounts or you can't get to everybody.
True.
And I think you got to a lot of people. I was really impressed that you were able to get to as many people as you did reading people.
Yeah, that was very impressive. Even for myself, it was surprising because that was my first time really doing over 100 people in a room. And to see how strong the spirits came through, that was amazing. Obviously, I did not get to everyone. However, the ones that we did get to were very happy.
I can't remember if you had addressed it or not, but did we help out by saying, hey, to our parents or our loved ones, our departed loved ones, hey, listen, I'm going to this event. And can you make sure you get there?
Yes.
Do you think they listen to us?
Absolutely.
Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. There were so many spirits beforehand when I went in to cleanse the room and just make sure the layout was okay. Really get in tune with the room. There were so many spirits already waiting. I'm like, okay, just calm down. They'll be here, So
Not
it was
for another
just
hour.
right.
We're good.
Exactly.
What is your official title? Is it spiritual medium? What do you like to go by?
I love going by spiritual medium because it's not just reading you. It's really connecting with you and helping you through your spiritual journey. I love going through spiritual, you being used or being referred to as spiritual medium.
And you have Healing Hearts, Healing Souls, which was your old website, but now it's Yesenia, right?
It's YeseniaBerbiar.com now, yes.
Okay. Now we're going to have to spell that last name, Yesenia. I just say Yesenia like Cher, like Madonna. Yesenia. Right.
There's a lot of Yesenias out there, so you really want to find out who I am. Yes.
I didn't know that. The last name is spelled Berbiar.
Yes.
.com. Okay, Yesenia. And you know what? If you're driving around, not to panic, you're driving around, can't write this down. 2 ways you can get it. I think now, do you have a link on your older website to get to the new website?
Yes. So I just confirmed. Thanks to Andrew. Andrew, I love you wherever you're at. We are now able to, so if you still go into healingheartshealingsouls.com, it will refer you down to the new website now. So that should be good.
Perfect. And then we put it in favorites and we're all taken care of. Let's get back to basics, because I forget that, you walk in and you are sincerely one of the, and if you're not happy, you sure bring happiness to us. You bring this energy to us that makes the entire office, the entire studio so energetic and so happy. And I think we forget that maybe our listeners don't understand what exactly it is that you do. We know, and I think we're starting to take you for granted a little bit. Right. So let's start with the basics and explain to our listeners what it is exactly a spiritual medium does and how you can help those people.
Yes, absolutely. So a spiritual medium really connects. I'm the person that connects or communicates with your loved ones that are in heaven. And even if they're earthbound, it's a whole different chapter, but one that we definitely want to talk about at some point. But if you had a loved one that had crossed over, that passed away and is in heaven, then you would come to me and I talk to them and then I get the messages to you, and in a very loving way. And people often ask me, well, do you ever say anything negative? Well, that's not my purpose. It's not my purpose to continue having a person hurt you while you're still here and they've passed. there's no reason for that. So I always go for positive. If that spirit comes and I feel that they're negative, there's no reason that spirit should even have the opportunity to come through and talk to someone. So
I've asked you personally to get
Yes.
rid of somebody.
Yes.
You said, shoo her away, and you did.
I did.
And see you later, alligator.
Absolutely, absolutely. But it really is. It's about, on a daily basis, we do think about our loved ones that passed away. I had my dad that passed away when I was 7. I had a brother that passed away. My mom, my mom that raised me passed away a couple years ago. And I often, all the time, I'm always talking to them and I'm always asking them, show me the signs, like just show me that you're here. And so it's really wonderful when you start learning how to do that. You eventually don't need a medium because you start listening and you start getting all those messages on your own.
How do we? Wouldn't that be fantastic if we could be so in tune with members, lost members of our family or friends or whoever it is that we're connected to, that we could read signs? What are some of the signs? Because, that's something on TV that they use a lot. Show me a sign,
Right.
show me a sign that, things are going to be great in my life, or show me a sign that, I'm not just standing still here. What do we look for? What are some of the signs? Or is it all over?
Well, no, I mean, there's certain things that you want to look for, but obviously the signs are going to be around you all the time. So I'm going to say, for instance, remember we talked about the green light on our way to work. Remember that when we talked about the green light?
I think about it every day when I come here. I'm not kidding. I'm on Lyons Avenue. And I think about that every single day coming to work.
Absolutely.
That's how much you affected me.
Yeah.
So
it's
explain the
great.
green light theory.
So the green light theory is that when you get up in the morning, obviously you give thanks to God and everything. You're awake because he's giving you a new opportunity, a brand new canvas for you to paint whatever you want for that day. And so I often ask, how's my day going to be? Mom, dad, brother, sister, whoever, how's my day going to be? Just show me. And I take the same route to work. And if I get every single green light, I know it's going to be an awesome day. It's like, this is it. It's going to be the perfect day for me. I take a nice long deep breath. I'm already smiling. Then there are days, same time, I get to a red light and I'm thinking, okay, and I start timing the red light. Is it a long red light or is it a short red light? So am I going to have to just pause throughout the day today? Or is today going to be one of those hectic days where you're just like, okay, then you just need to give me all the energy you can possibly give me so that I could get through the day. But you see, I'm already talking to my loved ones. I'm already talking to my spirit guides from the moment I wake up to the moment I go to sleep and thank them for helping me throughout the day. So whatever that might have been. Sometimes
I will be thinking of a person, and not long after, that person will either text me or call me. Is that have anything to do with that kind of intuitiveness?
Oh,
That
absolutely.
we're talking about?
And you have your spirit guides in heaven as well that are saying, hey, so-and-so is thinking about you. How about you pick up the phone and call her? Mm-hmm. Or like say, for instance, like my sister this morning, I had a really strong feeling like I have to call her today. So that's one of the things that I'm going to do as soon as I'm done. I'm going to call her today because she's obviously going through something or there's something happening that I need to talk to her and tell her, hey, not only were you in my dreams, but I'm also really, really thinking about you. So, in fact, yesterday I got a text message from someone saying, remember we talked about kidneys, because I did mention some kidneys hurting and stuff like that. She says, so-and-so's grandmother is really sick in the hospital. And I text her probably about 9:30 or something like that. It said, it doesn't sound good. I'm sorry. Well, the lady passed away 2 minutes later.
I find that absolutely fascinating, and I'm so sorry for your friend's loss. But it's so fascinating that you personally, physically, can feel things, and we have talked about that before.
Yes.
This happens every single time you're here, Yesenia. Every single time.
Sounds good.
Can you stick around?
Let's wait.
Let's
Yes.
just do a quick traffic update. Let's just get everybody to work.
Beep, 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 beep. Go.
Hopefully those traffic lights, we're looking at all green lights. Hopefully, fingers crossed, right? Okay. Southbound side of the 14, I can't let you go. You know what? I mean, once you're here, I can't let you go. South 14, heavy from Golden Valley into just about Newhall Avenue. It has thinned out a little bit in the last 10 minutes. The 5 freeway has thinned out, but it's still kind of hectic. Bumper to bumper into the 210, and again from the 405 to the 118. And then once you get to the 170 split, 5 is not good, the 170 is. The 405, unfortunately, is not good either. It is bumper to bumper from Nordhoff in through the Sepulveda Pass. It looks like surface streets are also starting to calm down at this time. Well, it's coming up to 9 o'clock. That's traffic on your hometown station, KHTS. Okay, 8:51. Let's talk. Okay, so we talked about signs. Is there another kind of sign that, if, I don't know, if lights dim, these are the kind of signs that they use on TV, the samples. Are they silly? Should I not bring these kind of things up?
No, nothing silly. I did want to mention, everyone that's in traffic, I just want you guys to try something. Ask your angels to get you to your destination safe and sound and without any delays. If we were all to get on the road and talk about and talk to our angels, say, just open up the highway for me. Just make me, allow me to get through traffic in a happy mood, because everybody tenses up. Everybody's in a bad mood. So by the time they get, to work, it's not a good thing. But if we can all visualize, instead of having red lights, just green lights and just a nice flow, right? I think that would make such a big difference.
Let's try it.
Yeah.
Let's try it.
Encourage everyone to try that.
It would make me so happy in the morning if I came in and my traffic reports were all green.
Yeah.
All green. Let's get going. All green.
Yeah.
But we do see a lot of things on TV, and we need to. What I'd love you to do is tell me fact from fiction.
Okay.
Especially, I used to love the show Ghost Whisperer with Jennifer Love
Oh,
Hewitt.
yes.
How on par was she?
Very
Or that
much,
show?
very much on par.
Really?
Absolutely. I would prefer that show versus some of the shows that we have nowadays that just go and taunt the spirits and really want to get a reaction from them. And it's like, come on.
Oh, wait a minute. Taunting. I know where you're going.
Yes.
The Ghost Hunters show.
Ghost Hunters. There's some that, do a prayer beforehand and are really there with good intentions and want to find out what's happening. But what I noticed that they miss is there's no closing, there's no peace, there's no resolution to how the person passed away and guidance. This is where you could live peacefully. No, we just want to make money off the show.
We just want a show.
Exactly.
So we're not gonna advocate. Okay. But Ghost Whisperer, they did. Every show was there was a conclusion.
Yes.
Every single
there was
show.
a closing. Yes.
So there was that, and I used to just love that show until the husband died. I was, do we need to talk? Okay. So we've talked about signals. We've talked about TV myths. What's fiction? What's fact? Let's talk about this amazing website that you have. Go to, for right now, for if you're driving around, what I want you to do is go to healingheartshealingsouls.com. That's easier to remember right now because we have a very tricky name spelling.
Yeah.
So until we get you there, there's a link that'll take you there.
Yes.
And then we put it in our favorites. Let's just get you there. If you are driving around and you still didn't get the name of this, please call us at the station. We'll get you there. What can we find at this beautiful website?
Oh, new pictures, just a lot of giving you information of who I am, what I do, the group readings. I do so many group readings. It's wonderful. I just had one out in Banning for 22 seniors. We raised some money for a cancer walk that I'm going to be doing in a couple weeks. And so I'm all about charity. But you're going to find all of this in the website, really going to find out, again, who I am, how I started, wonderful pictures. Did I mention that I have a great photographer if anyone ever needs one? But on top of that, it's just really just getting you to me. So you can make your appointment through there with me. So we could either do a group reading, we could do a psychic reading, and I don't do tarot cards. I do angel cards. Same messages, just different cards. That's all it is. We can talk about your future. I love to see what your past is like, what your past lives were like, because a lot of the times that explains who you are today and what our life lessons are supposed to be in this life. So just a lot of good stuff. Of good stuff coming up.
So there's a difference now, because I was flashing through your website as you were talking. There's a difference. Show me the difference. Tell me the difference between psychic medium and telling the future. There are two different. You can sign up for either
Right.
or. Which the difference between the readings?
Right. So you have a psychic reading and then you have a medium reading.
Okay.
And so the psychic reading is really just, hey, I don't want to talk to any of my loved ones. All I want you to do is tell me I have 5 questions, or I want to focus on my future. I want to focus on my love life, or I'm going through a transition. And this is what I tell everybody. When you come in and you have a loved one that's been waiting with me all day and says, could I at least say hi to my daughter? Then I ask you, is it okay if a loved one was to come through? Are you okay with a message or two? And most of the time they're okay. Some of the time they're like, nope, I'm just here just for what I want, and that's okay too. And so
I'd be so
either
curious though. If
I
someone was
know.
waiting to tell me something, I couldn't say no. I'd be like, yes, yes, of course, yes, yes.
I know. And another thing is, don't, when you walk in with an open heart and open mind. And I say this because sometimes you want to hear a specific name or a specific detail. I'm at their mercy. Whatever they give me is what I give you. And when we put it together, and you're like, yeah, but why would someone have mentioned like a cake or a pie or this or that? Why didn't they come through with something else? Well, because for them, that was important. That was something you guys shared. So, all I can say is come in with an open heart, open mind. The psychic reading, again, is just really cards. It's really talking about your past, your future, what you want, and then giving you guidance. And I like doing that. I like doing that. I'm not going to say I don't. I do really like doing that because I help people get back on path. And then your spiritual medium is really connecting with your loved ones, healing your heart, healing their soul, their spirit, so that you guys can both grow spiritually together. So remember, when your energy is up here, so your energy is high and you're happy, guess what? Your loved one is also high and happy.
What happens now if you're doing a psychic reading with the cards and you have someone tapping you on the shoulder saying, but I need to tell them this is what's gonna, and you have a spirit yelling in your ear, tell him this, tell him this, tell him this, tell him this. I know that this is gonna happen.
Yep.
Then what do you do?
I tell them.
Oh, you do?
I do. I don't hold it back.
That's
I
fantastic.
Will. I
That's
tell 'em.
fantastic. That's fantastic. I wish you were here every day.
Yes, I'm so happy to be here. I can't wait to come back.
Wish you were here every single day. I love what you have to say. I just love the energy. It's just so happy. Lifts us up. Please go to the website. Go to for right now, Healing Hearts, Healing Souls. We're going to take you to the new website, which is absolutely gorgeous. You can book online. You can book groups. You can do single. You have choices. And if you have questions, there is a little section there
Yes.
under comments. So please feel free to reach out to Yesenia and her people.
Yes, and don't forget the holidays are coming. They're so important. So I think I'm going to be coming back on the air with you. Really, really want to talk about the holidays. And don't forget your loved ones. I mean, maybe set out an extra plate setting for them.
Oh, yes.
Cheer for them. They're so much around us. Let's not forget about them. So remember, you have Halloween coming, which is an exciting time period.
Oh, we need to get you back. No,
Yeah.
we need to get you back in 30 days. That's a done deal. Yesenia, thank you so much. I just love you to pieces.
Love you too.